to lose it all cause of music. I'm sure that's not how Bambaataa wanted us to use it. Now move it before I lose it. And I'm in it for the long haul. Bars, like lifers in a long haul. Bars, my life rocking mics, I raised the bar. Phased them, dazed them, and blazed them all. Scar, come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
Come on with it, cause you know what we got to do. Come on with it.
Me and you getting it on, don't even go there.
What up? Come on with it. Crazy.
Once I bring it to you, you won't be safe nowhere.
Real cinema, the feature's a top feature. Whose favorite MC is the Bronx teacher. Flows long around hooks so the words reach you. Joe Jackson on you, mic up, beat you. Now beat it before I pull his Tito. In your ego, it's front page news, read it. My style is the Barker over.
Yo, Brain, look what happened when the game.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on. K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. This game against Brooklyn here. It's their first look at the Nets. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
Well, you said it. I mean, often it's the teams that are in the middle of the pack in their conference which more accurately show the conference's strength than a team at the top or the bottom. At least that's how I like to look at it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jared Jack is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Brook Lopez. Then it's Johnson. And it's Young in at the 4 spot. Hollis Jefferson, good.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair. And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
And Young kicks to Jack. Lopez a screen. And Jack, here we go. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. The Brooklyn Nets come into this one following a loss to the Milwaukee Bucks. Bledsoe kicks to Chandler. Knight passes to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Puts up the baby hook. The shot no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Lopez has it in the corner. Johnson outside. Rebounded by Tucker.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Now here's Knight. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Bledsoe dishes to Tucker. And that one's good.
That's an efficient start for them offensively, working it inside for the easy 2 points.
And, Clark, that's what you like to duplicate time and time again for the rest of the game.
Watching P.J. Tucker. He does all the little things for you, plus some big ones as well. Ever since he came into the league, Clark, he's been a tremendous glue guy.
Yeah, he's a Velcro guy. You don't want him handling the ball a bunch or launching a lot of threes, but he's physically imposing, and he gives you what he's got. You know the effort is always going to be there with him.
Now here's Knight. He kicks it to Morris. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Morris has got his first bucket of the night.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup. And talking about P.J. Tucker, he's really played the same role the past 3 seasons. Excellent inside-out defender, tremendous rebounder for his size, and he really plays within his limitations, taking only shots he can make and also not turning the ball over.
And Bledsoe, here we go. Chandler's shot, good.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here is Jack. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lopez against Chandler. Lopez, no luck.
You know, it's funny. We talk about glue guys like Tucker being instrumental to winning the championship, but it's really about trying to find the best guys at what they do. And a case can be made that Tucker is one of the best in the NBA at what he does.
Now here's Bledsoe, following the miss by Brook Lopez. Here's Morris, and Lopez pulls it down. Nets trailed by 4. Here's Jack. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Johnson, trying to get open as Lopez. And the shot is good from Johnson.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Bledsoe kicks it to Tucker. Knocked loose. And here we go. Fast break. Jack's got it. Johnson left side. Shoots from the line. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Knight wide open. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Knight. Brooklyn trailing. Jack with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Young inside. Covered by Morris. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jack. And it's all evened up. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Knight kicks to Bledsoe. It's Morris atop the key. Over to the wing. Tucker, the pass to Bledsoe. Bangs home the trifecta.
Don't underestimate him. He can knock that down.
Nets trailed by 3. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Screened by Young. And Jack, here we go. Now here's Johnson. Guarded closer. Here's Young. No luck. Good work defensively by Morris. Suns lead by 3. Here's Tucker. Off target from outside. Nets shoot 33% here in the first quarter. Johnson dishes to Lopez. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Lopez has got his first basket of the night.
Good job threading that pass into the lane. I like his vision, guys. He sees everything.
Chandler is screen. And the wide open shot from Morris. Good on the 3-point shot. Morris has got 5.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Here's Larkin. There's a screen by Robinson. Land against Bargnani. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And Weems slams it in.
Tell you what, this is some serious showmanship here. Loving that tomahawk.
Clarkie came with force, and that's not just getting 2 points. He was sending a message.
Making a statement.
And also a momentum shifter. I mean, the energy, you can see it. Take a look at the bench. Those guys are fired up. That makes you want to fight.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Suns lead by 6. Here's Weems. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. There's the screen. Passes it to Teletovic. No good from outside. Nets trail by 6. Larkin kicks to Bargnani. Can't cash in from close range.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
They grab their own miss. Len. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And not hesitating at all to pound it inside here early.
What a season for Alex Len last year. Came in looking to find a spot for the team, and he made huge jumps in his game.
And I think it correlated with his minutes going up as well. I mean, played a lot more minutes, and he's a very complete big guy. With the added minutes, the production has gone up as expected.
Now here's Booker, following the miss by Thomas Robinson. And here's Len. Price outside. The Suns need to get a shot off. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Nets trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones. A long time without a basket.
I got to find something. You're right. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. Bargnani passes to Ellington. It's deflected. Price with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Weems. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well. And getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Timeout called the Nets.
And on the bench for the Suns is Jeff Hornacek, probably one of the tougher coaches in the league. He'll bend your ear if you make mental errors.
And for Coach Hornacek, Greg, you learned from one of the toughest coaches as a player. You know, several trips to the finals. And you know this guy well, Clark. Jerry Sloan was the guy that molded Jeff Hornacek.
One of the outstanding coaches in the history of the NBA, Jerry Sloan. Although Hornacek saw all that success in Utah, this is a homecoming job for him because he started his career in Phoenix.
Nets trail by 11. There's a screen by Robinson. Larkin kicks to Bogdanovich. Can they get it? The shot's good from Ellington. Ellington's got his first 2 points of the night.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Price kicks to Len. feeds it to Booker. Shoots the three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Now, here is Robinson.
Thomas Robinson.
Yeah, he went for a little extra on that one.
Well, he usually doesn't finish soft, obviously. You know, he can when necessary, sure, but not that time.
Not when you can throw it down like that.
Yes, sir.
Booker dishes to Teletovic. Stolen by Robinson. The pass to Ellington. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now, here's Price. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it to Booker. From 18 feet away. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Pass to Teletovic. Now the dish to Price. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. To the left side wing. Here's Weems. Phoenix no good that time either. Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Larkin. Three-pointer Ellington. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Suns lead by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yes, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Bledsoe and 9 of the backcourt. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. And it's Chandler in at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And Jack, here we go. Johnson, a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Right side, Knight. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
That's his second personal foul.
And guys, Brandon Knight really fits the mold of the new breed of NBA combo guard. He has the length and quickness to guard ones and twos, and his skill set allows him to generate offense both in transition as well as the half court.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. Jack passes to Young. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
Yeah, it looks like he saw some things out there that need to be adjusted, and he's going to take a break here and talk it over.
Hey, you know, coaches sometimes need a break in the action to rethink and retool a bit. Anytime you're in that situation, it makes sense to use the timeout.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Now Bledsoe. Morris with a screen on Jack. Shoots. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Phoenix leading by 8. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Bledsoe kicks to Knight. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 4 assists in the game.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Jack against Bledsoe. On the wing, Johnson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Knight kicks to Morris. 5 on the clock. It's good, and he threw contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line, he's knocking it down about 71% of the time, and that's a percentage that needs to go up.
Some excellent numbers in this one for Morris. He has 11 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
Timeout called, the Nets. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now here is Jack. Pass to Lopez. The baseline J. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch. Back to the basket, moves, facing up, makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder, capable passer. He just makes things happen.
That's his first personal foul.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Phoenix. The Nets shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Down low. Here's Knight. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got 5 assists tonight.
I really like the fact that he's getting the touches he needs here after not scoring a single point in that first quarter.
Jack passes to Hollis Jefferson. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Hollis Jefferson's got 9 points.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
And Bledsoe, here we go. And Chandler throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Jack. Just 5 to shoot. The feed to Johnson. From outside, off the mark.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Knight into the lane. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lopez a screen. Johnson outside. With the fadeaway. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Now that's an old school move right there. A good one, too, the fadeaway.
Outside Knight. Down low. Bledsoe. No good. Good defensive work there by Young.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, I tell you, he squeezed that orange as tight as he could before that throwdown.
Yeah, no way he was going to lose that thing on the way up. You're right, Clark.
And better safe than sorry on that one, guys. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Here's Young. Out to the wing. A beautiful reverse layup.
Some guys will try to overpower you at the rim, but he likes to elude you and trick you. He's got quickness and a soft touch.
Knight into the lane. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. A rare miss for him. Hollis Jefferson passes to Johnson. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix will come the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Morris dishes to Bledsoe. No good from the wing.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And Young slams it home.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. And now just a 3-point Suns lead.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining contact.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Yeah, I would have to say there are a lot of questions right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
They swipe it. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And stolen by Knight. Tucker with the ball. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And that one's good by Lopez. And the Suns call time. And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. Out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Suns leading by 5. Price outside. And here's Booker. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. And it's Weems missing. Nets trailed by 5.
Suns foul ball. Kevin Booker. That's his first personal foul.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Bargnani. Teletovic grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Price outside. He dishes it to Land. Booker buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 6.
This is tough to stop if you're the defense. I mean, they've been absolutely on fire from behind that three-point line, and the way they space the floor, it's hard to get to those shooters.
Bargnani down low. Len on him. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Bargnani. Price kicks to Len. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Suns have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Nets trail by 8. Dishes it to Bargnani. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Weems. The three-pointer no good. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Johnson. He feeds it to Bargnani. And stolen by Booker. Takes the 3. No luck. Excellent D there by Johnson. The net shooting and feeling it offensively in the second quarter. They're shooting 60%. Wide open look. They get it back. Len, good. Len's got 4 this quarter.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And that one's good. Price.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Here's Larkin, guarded by Price. Land against Bargnani. Banked in off the glass.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. He used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Brooklyn making some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Johnson. And Ellington is subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. 20 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Larkin, guarded by Price. Robinson dishes to Bargnani. The 15-footer, and that's not going to go. And so we wrap up the first half. Phoenix ahead, ending the second quarter with a massive 16-6 run. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
All right, Phoenix, keep it going.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. Here is Price. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So for Brooklyn now, they've got Johnson. Jarrett Jack is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Young. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Home in the paint. Nets trailed by 15. Here's Jack. He kicks to Lopez. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
Brandon Knight, he's checked in for Phoenix. Bledsoe comes in for Price. Suns leading by 12. There's a screen. It's deflected. It's stolen by Jack.
There's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set up. You can get some easy hoops that way.
And that steal made it possible. And if they can use a few more sequences just like that.
And sometimes it feels like Brandon Knight is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA. The poor guy just doesn't get much respect.
Yeah, I agree with you, Kevin. Through the end of last season, he'd already been on 3 teams in 5 years. On one hand, it may be disrespectful, but teams recognize his ability, too.
And on the topic of Brandon Knight, you have to wonder why he's been traded around so much. I mean, it wasn't due to a slow start because he made the All-NBA rookie first team. He's smart, has a strong work ethic, proved himself to be a clutch shooter in college, the kind of guy you normally wouldn't think about dealing for someone else.
You know, talking about Brandon Knight, part of the reason he's been traded so often is because teams are offering great prospects in return. Detroit dealt him for Brandon Jennings, and Milwaukee dealt him for Michael Carter-Williams. Well, Lopez has been great. He's got 11 points and a steal.
And, guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
Bledsoe passes to Chandler. Knight for 3. And that is good. Knight's got 14.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And guys, looking at Jarrett Jack, one word comes to mind: professional. I mean, he's as solid as they come. Tough, capable, experienced, and he proved it all again last season.
And Jarrett Jack drops them both. Talking about Jarrett Jack, he is especially dangerous at the end of the game. Not only does he make great decisions, Clark, he was a top 10 free throw shooter last season.
Yeah, experienced, tough-minded ball handlers and shot makers are always valuable, especially when it's winning time.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. From the baseline, they get the rebound. Kicks it out to Johnson. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Knight for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the right side. There's Hollis Jefferson. The shot misses. Now the Suns take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Knight kicks it to Tucker. From past the arc. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jack's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Young up top. The Nets working the ball around now. Hollis Jefferson passes to Young. The 11-footer. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
Morris outside. Oh, and here we go. Jack heading to the hoop. Johnson against Bledsoe. Looking to get it going. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Johnson.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
To the middle. Here's Morris. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. 14 points for Markieff Morris.
The Nets call timeout.
Timeout called, the Nets. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
One of the stories here, Brandon Knight getting it done today.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Now Johnson. 8 points for him. To the inside. And Young, here we go. Good D by Price. Phoenix leading by 11. Feeds it to Len. Kicks to Booker. Teletovic in the post. He's guarded by Johnson. Teletovic misses.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
From deep, Johnson. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Price kicks to Len. To the left side wing. Lopez with the steal. And now Young running. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
I tell you what, guys, I don't care what the score is. That's the play we're going to remember when this game is over.
And another fast break for Brooklyn. The Nets are running. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing. I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Jack against Price. Jack dishes to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post shot. No good from Jack. Suns leading by 9. Pass to Weems. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Mirza Teletovic. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Johnson outside. Again, the miss by Johnson.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
So both teams changing it up here. There's a screen by Robinson. They set the screen. Here's Ellington. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 6 rebounds in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Here's Larkin. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's a screen by Robinson. Larkin, the pass to Robinson. Bogdanovich cans it from downtown.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
There's the dish to Tucker. Out to the wing. Here's Morris. Rebound, Brooklyn. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Phoenix. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Pass to Teletovic. Shot clock at 5. There's the pick. Pass to Weems. And the Suns miss again.
Frozen. The guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Larkin kicks to Bargnani. For 3, Ellington. And it's Price with the rebound. Suns leading by 4. The feed to Len. And stolen by Ellington. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
And guys, you know what? Neither did the defense. I don't think they had a clue.
Price dishes to Teletovic. Weems kicks to Teletovic. And he nails the jumper. Teletovic just got his first points of the game. Brooklyn with the ball. 4-point game. There's a screen by Robinson. The pass to Larkin. And that one's good. Larkin's got his first points of the night.
Terrific effort on that shot. I mean, he's given up a lot of inches in that mismatch.
Well, height, who cares about height? I mean, it's just a number. Hey, you got to go with what you got. And he took what he had right at him there.
Len down low. Bargnani's there. Here's Booker. Cannot hit. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Injuries have certainly taken their toll on Bargnani, culminating in disaster last season. Greg suiting up for only 29 games, the fewest ever in his career.
Yeah, I mean, he had a series of leg injuries, the hammy, the calf. Really unfortunate part about it is that he has so much talent, but yet really to develop that on the floor because of all the issues.
Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all. And in thinking about Bargnani's impact, he's a guy who can generate points from every spot on the floor. 3-point range, converts at the rim. He's about 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and shoots free throws like a guard.
And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Alex Len. P.J. Tucker comes in for Sonny Weems. Brandon Knight's checked in for Booker. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Price. They set the screen. Dishes it to Larkin. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Bledsoe. Here's Tucker. Look at that.
Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spreading it around.
And talking about Bargnani last season, he was actually generating efficient numbers when he was healthy. I mean, way up in field goal percentage, three-point percentage. I would love to see him remain healthy and have a chance to quiet the doubters.
Knight for three. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bargnani's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Larkin kicks to Bargnani. Nice shot from the wing. Bargnani's got 8 points.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
And the Suns call time.
Guys, Bargnani was compared to several other international players when he came out. Some said he was Nowitzki. Others thought he might be more like Yao Ming in terms of impact. Ming was the only other player taken 1 overall who had never played high school or college hoops.
Markieff Morris is checked in for the Suns. And a change for the Nets. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. Morris into the lane. And the shot is good. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And going back to international comparisons, Bargnani was keeping some pace with Nowitzki over his first 5 years, but that's when the injury bug laid into him, and that's not been the case.
You know, and Bargnani was really starting to play great on the offensive end, and defensively, he started to make an impact, but Nowitzki, on the other hand, just kept rising all the way to that true Hall of Fame status. Bargnani still searching.
Baseline J on the way. There's the bucket. Good. And that's now 19 points for Markieff Morris.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
And we've reached the end of the third. Phoenix ahead. They're up by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Nets trailed by 5. Tucker and Morris holding the forward spots. Bledsoe and Knight of the backcourt. And it's Chandler in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Bledsoe outside. To the inside. And the dunk by Chandler.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Johnson, he's checked in for Bargnani. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Knight. Jack passes to Young. Knight kicks it to Tucker. From outside the arc. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. And now an 8-point Suns lead.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Lopez a screen to the wing on the left. Clock at 4. No luck. Chandler with the defensive effort.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Joe Johnson on the wing. Guarded by Tucker. Baseline J on the way. And the Nets miss again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Here's Morris. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Lenz checked in for Chandler. Sonny Weems comes in for P.J. Tucker. Booker, he's checked in for Brandon Knight. And Ronnie Price has subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Land against Lopez. And he gets it to go. Now, here's Price. He dishes it to Land. Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Price kicks to Morris. Young with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the basket by Johnson.
And they definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Markieff Morris. And it's Ronnie Price with the foul. That's his first foul. And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Land. Markieff Morris comes in for Mirza Teletovic. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Sonny Weems. And Knight subbed in for Ronnie Price.
P.J. Tucker.
From deep, Johnson. Tyson Chandler pulls it in. Chandler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Knight for 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Back to Jack. It's hauled in by the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hits the three-point bomb. Tucker's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
No good from Jack.
Boy, he shredded the D with the patented crossover, but just couldn't convert.
Tucker dishes to Chandler. Lopez with the steal. Here's Young. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Good on the shot.
He's come out here in the second half and done a nice job moving, getting good looks, and finding his range.
And Jack, here we go. Bogdanovich passes to Lopez. Puts up the baby hook. And it's good off the glass.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Kicks it to Booker. Beyond the arc. They grab their own miss. And Chandler throws it down. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, GA, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Here's Lopez. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Nets trailed by 8. Feeds to Jack. Free throw line jump shot. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got 4 assists now tonight.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek had to say to his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, the pressure you put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And Phoenix making a change here. Warren's checked in. Here's Bargnani. No good. The Suns go the other way with it.
Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
Hollis Jefferson passes to Bargnani. Here's Bogdanovich. Buries it from 3-point range. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The 3-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range, Greg. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Shot clock at 6. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
And the Suns here with a different look. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Alex Len. Morris comes in for Mirza Teletovic. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Warren. And it's Brandon Knight in for Booker. Larkin kicks to Bargnani. All alone.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it. That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And now, your Sun Dancers.
And the Suns making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Phoenix leading by 5. Inside, here's Knight. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Here's Larkin, guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. 5 to shoot. Chandler with the block. Bledsoe outside. Morris with the screen for Bledsoe. He feeds it to Tucker. Morris a screen. Tucker dishes to Morris. Knight, that's a 2-pointer. Morris into the lane. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And now a 9-point Suns lead.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
So for the Suns, Alex Len comes in for Chandler. And it's Booker in for P.J. Tucker. And a new group in for the Nets. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bargnani. Young comes in for Thomas Robinson. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Jarrett Jack is subbed in for Larkin. The drive by Lopez. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Lopez has got 11 points here in just the second half. Bledsoe with it. Down low. Len. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Rock hard finish there, guys.
And only one hand needed for that one.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all you need.
And it's Lopez penetrating. Bledsoe with the defensive effort.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
You know what? That rebound has always been a critical element of the game, and that's why they are now understanding how to win.
Flush that thing down, young fella.
That is a fierce two-hander.
Maximum force on that dunk.
Back to Morris. Bledsoe outside. Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And stolen by Knight. Now here's Booker, defended by Jack. And Booker kicks to Bledsoe. Five to shoot. Here's Morris.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Jack passes to Lopez. The kick out to Young. Power down with both hands.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Good ball movement here by the Suns. Morris dishes to Bledsoe. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor. Oh, look at that.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you've got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
2 shots.
He's able to hit the second one, and that increases their lead to 6. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're losing by 6. There's 21 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
That's no-brainer, partner. I mean, that's their only choice. Shoot the 3 and hopefully get it down and then foul.
There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Lopez outside. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Johnson outside. Lets it go from the wing. That's short off the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Timeout called, the Nets. Guys, your thoughts?
You know, you like the fight all the way to the end, but let's face it, guys, this one's over.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I really think you shouldn't be allowed to call timeouts late in the ball game if there's no chance for it to do any good on the scoreboard.
Thomas Robinson. Sergei Karasov. Wayne Ellington. Shane Larkin.
So it's Phoenix picking up the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.